Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another episode of Talking TVL. I'm your digital host, Breona Winn, and if you don't know what this is our pre-show to the lifestyle show called Tennessee Valley Living, which airs every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Listen, quickly, I just have to plug our social media because if you don't follow us, I mean, what are you doing? You know what I mean? We have really fun behind-the-scenes content on our Instagram, on our Facebook, so make sure that you're following us at Tennessee Valley Living. It's going to be the only account with a blue check mark beside it that shows that we are verified, we are real, and we are not scammers, okay? But we did do the Who Said That challenge, and if you watched the show yesterday, I did my segment called Buzz with Bree, and the Who Said That challenge is basically where people can playfully give their hot takes on topics, and just in a funny way. So I highly encourage you to go on Instagram or TikTok and kind of type that up, or not type that up, but search that up, or just go on over to Tennessee Valley Living and watch our take on it. I would have to say Shanika had the funniest one, and I was cracking up. So Shanika, if you're watching, shout out to you, sister. But speaking of yesterday, we did have a really good show. One interview that I do want to highlight this morning is from Empowered Through Beauty. The owner, Katie, is just an amazing woman altogether, and she really prides herself on helping women over 40 look and feel beautiful. So she stopped by with some beauty tips and some skincare tips for the ladies in that age range. So let's take a look.
Makeup. Important to know our skin changes over time, right? What worked in our 20s may not necessarily be doing us any favors as we age, and so that's where today's guest comes in. She is a local makeup artist that's made it her mission to help women over 40 just feel confident, radiant, and totally empowered. So this morning, Katie going to be walking us through skin prep, underpainting, and the best tips for hooded eyes. Ladies, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
you
you
look
for having
fabulous
us.
already. I can't picture you any more gorgeous, but Katie, I want to start with you first. This is a big passion of yours. Kind of
Yes.
walk me through initially your business and how you first launched, again, highlighting this specific age group.
Yes, absolutely. So I actually became a makeup artist at the age of 42, so five years ago. And so I can relate to the changes that happen in your skin over 40.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. You have to do things differently, use different products, different techniques. And so I'm passionate about helping women feel confident and empowered to take on the world.
I love it, and we're so grateful for your hearing, and we're going to learn some of those tips this morning. First, before we start, we do want to point out you've fallen in love with one specific brand.
Yes.
So tell me again, for women, and as you mentioned, trends change, things change, but what is something that you found that's really working just across the board?
I fell in love with a brand called Pharmacy. It is a European makeup brand that was started by a pharmacist in Turkey over 70 years ago.
Wow.
It is skincare infused, and in Europe they actually ban over 1,300 harmful chemicals in their beauty products.
Wow.
And it helps your skin improve even by wearing the makeup.
Okay, so this is Katie approved, and again, she's going to showcase some of those products today. So let's start first up. We've got our fabulous model, Kelly, here. And Katie, we're going to start with something. You say a lot of women have hooded eyes. Kind of walk me through what that is and how we're kind of counter-correcting it.
Yes, absolutely. So hooded eyes are when you have extra folds of skin that cover the eyelid, causing the eyelid to be a lot smaller. This happens usually as we age, as we mature. So the tips for you are going to be to use lighter colors on the inner corner, darker colors on the outer corner. And then when you're applying your eyeshadow, look straight ahead, and you're going to place a mark above your crease so that when you close your eye and you blend everything out, when you open your eyes again, you're going to be able to see the color.
Okay, so kind of on that brow bar right there, that brow bone, just slightly underneath it?
Yes, slightly underneath it.
Okay.
Leave a little bit of space before the brow.
Okay, beautiful, and she's looking so gorgeous, Kelly, as always. Okay, we have another model, Dana, here. Tell me how we're raking over her look, Katie. We got a lot to talk about.
Yes, so we used an underpainting technique, which is where you actually take creams and liquid products and you apply them to the face. Today I used a cream contour stick and a cream blush stick and then concealer, and we do this before we put the foundation on. The foundation that I use is Air Glow by Pharmacy. It actually boosts your skin's hyaluronic acid synthesis, making your skin look more youthful. You apply it over everything else and it blends seamlessly.
Okay, and so this is called underpainting.
Yes.
I didn't even realize, again, all the techniques that we're learning. And I'm grateful you mentioned kind of this glow product, because I know a lot of times, especially in makeup, we want that glow, we want that glisten, but different skin types, especially again as we're aging, sometimes we don't want to look powdery, we don't want to look too oily at the same time, but you've really found a product again that works well, this brand.
So the creams and the liquids and then the skin prep part of it too. This particular product here is called Absolute Super Elixir. It provides a glow to your face. It helps soften fine lines and hyperpigmentation.
Perfect. Katie, I want to ask you this too. Any mistakes you think that people make in this age group? Something that women are trying to do and it's like, honey, it's not working.
Yes, some top top mistakes would be using heavy black eyeliner all around the eye.
Okay.
That closes your eye in and outdates you big time. Also, not using eye primer. You definitely want to use eye primer before you put your eyeshadow on, because it's going to even out the skin tone on the eyelid. It's going to help your colors look more vibrant. And then also, not bringing your color up high enough is another mistake that I see.
Okay, and again, you can help so many women walk through this. Ladies, you look so beautiful, and again, loving again just who you are, Katie, and what you stand for. I'm curious too, maybe just kind of one final word of wisdom for women watching. I mean, it's a hard process to age, I think, for a lot of people, especially if you looked one way at one age and then kind of, adjusting that as you kind of go through the decades. Any kind of final pieces of advice?
Yes, absolutely. Give yourself some grace. And if you're going to make changes to your makeup routine, start off small, do one thing at a time, and practice. You're not going to get it right on the first try. It just takes a little bit of practice.
Yeah, absolutely so. And of course, if people need more help, they can contact you as well. Again, a makeup stylist here in our area. Tell us again who you are, where we can stay connected for more great info.
My name is Katie Stevenson. My business is Empowered Through Beauty. I offer makeovers, private individual makeup lessons, group classes, and you can reach me on my website, www.empoweredthroughbeauty.com. The through is THRU.
Awesome. We love that. We'll have that on our website as well. Katie, Kelly, Dana, thank you all so much for coming on. Again, you look fabulous and so gifted at what you do, Katie, so thank you so much. We'll have you back again soon, I hope. Well, this won't be our last conversation.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Again, that is Empowered Through Beauty. Excuse me. These ladies, beautiful, gorgeous, and I'm just excited to see how their brand evolves, and hopefully they get a lot of business, because Miss Katie, she's doing a great thing for you beautiful women over 40. How about that? Well, after the break, we're going to take about 60 seconds for ads, and then we will find out who is on the show today. So don't go anywhere. I'm watching you, okay? I will be right back. All right, today on TVL, the Madison County Military Hall of Heroes is stopping by today to talk about what exactly the organization is. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna pull this bad boy up. So this is their logo, and if you have not heard of this amazing organization, their mission is to promote the military heritage of Madison County, and the Hall of Heroes was established around the early 70s to honor those from our community who not only served in active duty, but they demonstrated bravery on the field and received a Medal of Valor for their service. So find out how you can help some people that you love maybe inducted into this Hall of Heroes today at around 11:15. So that's our first guest of the day. Oh, I have a picture of them. Look how beautiful. And we salute you. I love it. Gorgeous. Okay, and then our next guest for today is going to be Workout Anytime's head trainer, Forrest Potts, and he's telling us how to stay fit on vacation. Listen, I've been on my travel game recently, and I feel as though I definitely not only need to watch this interview today, but participate in this interview today, right? So he's going to have all the tips and moves and tricks that we need to make sure that we're staying fit and healthy while on vacation, but also still having fun, right? I mean, hey, vacation to me is a time to literally relax, eat up, and just be. I feel like we all spend just a lot of time doing this 8 to 5 shindig, you know what I mean? So vacation is just fun and relaxing, but there's also a way to enjoy it and not like pig out. So I'm excited for that. That's going to be around 11:30 today. And then we are going to round out the show with our girl Ellen from Dollywood. She's stopping by the Zoom room, as I love to say, to share what exciting things we can do at Dollywood this summer. And let me tell you, I have yet to make my way over to Dollywood in Tennessee. I told myself, like I said, I'm on my travel game this year, and so maybe I'll do like a friends trip, another girls trip up to Dollywood this year. Who knows? But make sure you're watching at 11:45 to hear from Ellen herself in the Zoom room with Peyton to figure out what exciting things are happening at Dollywood. And that's it, people. It is 10:10, which means you have 50 minutes. I say go grab a beignet, maybe a cup of coffee, maybe a little water, or go on a walk, a jog, take a nap, what have you. But what I do know is at 11 a.m., Tennessee Valley Living has an all-new episode just for you. Have a great day, enjoy the weather, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.